am live on my backup channel. Well, yes, it is. It is. I don't expect even a soul to show up here. But if you missed it, you done missed it. It went by oh so fast. I'm about to the middle of my everlasting work week, which is a wonderful thing. I will be so glad when it's over. Always glad when it's over. The amount of hours I pile in at my job is crazy. Crazy. Even though not a lot of people know about this channel, at least I have this channel. So there is that. As hard as it is to start a channel and go live, and there's one person watching. Hello, one person. Even though it's to get established on here is not like a cakewalk per se. It's at least, you know, in due time you can do it. I mean, if I went live on this channel every day for the next year, I guarantee you, well, almost guarantee you, every single one of my audience would land over here. They would be here and not over there. So, but that's okay. I enjoy a little easy live stream where everybody's not attacking everybody in the chat and all that crazy shit going on. But yeah, I miss a lot of stuff. I do, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it because, well, frankly, to be frank, I work so damn much. I'm like a zombie half the time. Even when I'm like my days off, I just like don't want to do anything or go anywhere. Not even to like the frick. Well, I don't even like going to the store anyway. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But I do feel like I'm kind of in a trance. So I'm hoping that, well, no end in sight, but I'm hoping that in the next couple of months at least, maybe, just maybe, I'll be working 50 hours a week instead of 60. Those 10 hours are a killer, man, because they make every single day oh so long. They do. I don't even know what the hell an 8-hour day even is. Not anymore. Anyways, you know, anyone knows that anything about me knows that I have tried so desperately, so hard, to explain certain things that I'm a little bit more knowledgeable in than most. And so many people are so close-minded, they don't listen to anything that comes out of my mouth. And then they'll sit there and say, no, that's wrong. I'm right. You're wrong. You're wrong. I'm right. I'm like, you didn't even bother. You weren't even here, or if you were here, you sure weren't listening to a gosh darn thing I had to say. So there is definitely that. Maybe if you would just, like, you know, shut up and listen. Well, I mean, it's hard to talk like this in the chat, of course, but you know where I'm going with that. So what the end result, the end game of this, is that I have to explain my point multiple times, and people still don't listen. But that's on them, not me, see? That's why I say shout out to the replay crew, because I mean the replay crew. I mean that's where you get most. That's where most people I think get most of their views. Unless you're like a large live streamer, and I never really was. But I'll tell you what, gonna tell you what, on that .1 channel, oh man, it was happening back then. I'm telling you, it was the place to be. It was the Ritz, High Rollers channel. And I vowed to get that channel jump started again. I would love to do that, and I'm very tempted to do. And I probably actually will my next panel on that channel. And there's a lot of people that were subbed to that channel and still are, but the thing has been sitting idle for so long. It's pathetic, and I've got to do something about that. I love that channel. That's my favorite channel. You know what's so ironic about that channel? When I first made that channel, back in 23, when I made that channel, it seems everybody, I had more people on that channel engaging, participating in the chat and the panels than I did on my main channel. And that's a fact, Jack. Even Lisa B, when she first started coming around my channel, didn't even know about my main channel. She only knew about the Honest 8.1 channel. So, and very little people know about the other channels I've used. Well, except for the Glock 40 one. So drop the Ian off of Glock 40 and you'll have Glockford, and that's my main channel right there. That's it. In a nutshell. And Honest 8.1 was always the backup channel from that one. See how that works? Then I made Honest 8.2, which I still have. And that channel, I think I went live on it maybe once. And that's about it. That is about it. And that was kind of a time when I was getting struck from like every single angle. From a couple different people were doing it. So I had to get on another channel. Yet again. I mean, these people thought they had me hanging by a string. They literally did. When my main channel got struck. See. Then they didn't realize, unbeknownst to them, that I had a backup channel, and that's where Honest 8.1 was born. And so you should have seen the looks on these people's faces when they were over on the Friday effery. When I was going over that was abso-freaking hilarious. And that was 3 years ago now. Isn't that crazy? So these people were so hell-bent on getting one up on good old Honest Abe that they would literally stop at nothing, and I do mean nothing, to try to score one up and mute me, to shadowbox me in, where they could talk all the shit they wanted to, which they were doing anyway. Don't get me wrong, on their channels, but they didn't want me talking about them on my channel. See how that works? I'm really enjoying this stream. There's nobody derailing this shit. I mean, in the chat, to sit there and bicker and go back and forth at each other. I'm actually able to sit here and go, breathe in, breathe out. Or like Family Matters. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. What the heck is bothering me? Get your 90s on. Psych, talk to the hand. So I guess nobody wants to get a wrench in here. Who does? There's a few people wrenched in here that stop by. A few people, not a lot of people, but a few people have done that. And that's okay too. There's no problem. See, I know if I go live on the .1 channel, I know people are going to show up. But there's going to be a different flavor in that audience. You got to figure that channel, that .1 channel, had a bunch, and I mean a bunch, of people following that channel. Literally. AAA, I went to your channel, I must admit, and you had a live stream like 3 or 4 years ago with your aquarium fish. And I sat there and I watched some of that. And it reminds me of Nevaeh, because she was always into fish. Probably still is. She got a nickname. She got a nickname off of that. But that's going back a ways. A few years ago is what that was. So, anyways, shout out to my 411 channels. Oh, there is some people in my chat this morning. How about that? How you like them Snapples? So hang on a second here. I'll give you one. And I'll give you one. There you go. There you go. Somebody sent me a clip where you got old Ricky Crude over there, and I guess this was last night, and he's sitting there running his mouth, like always, and saying, well, Abe never put up any, why doesn't he put up some proof that he has college degrees? Ugh. Hey, dumbass. Anybody home? Hello? That's already out there. I've already done that. People were saying I didn't have an HVAC certificate. And not only do I have an HVAC certificate, but I have an HVAC certificate with honors. Did you know that? I did. So there is that. Where's any of your academia? This dude even have a high school diploma? I'd be stunned if he did. And I can't blame his old teachers for just kind of passing the buck. I mean, would you want to have that guy repeating remedial English? Not once, but twice, 3 times is oh so nice? Hell no! I mean, them teachers deserve hazard pay for having him as one of their own. Oh, shit. Sometimes you just can't. There's nobody here to time out right now, so there's that. Let's see here. I mean, listen, all of the timing out. You go back about 3.5 years ago when all that shit started. All the timing out, Abe in the chats. What I called the oh shit, what's the term I use? I'm tired. My brain's fried. It's spaghetti right now. It is spaghetti. What I called like the domino effect, cross-channel mods. There you go, cross-channel mods. You know, all them people did was erase everything that I typed in all of them channels back then. All of them. And unless you grabbed a screenshot of it before that happened, guess what's not on the chat replays of any of that stuff for the channels that even still exist anymore from back then. So yeah, that. It's easy. Show me proof I was even in those chats. Think wham bam, thinky man. Of course, back then there was all these sock accounts, these sock clones. Hence the reason I really even started modding it when I began with. You know, I think everybody copycatted my idea there. I do. When I said I'm going to mod everybody in my channel just to tick off Google because they're no longer able to click people's channels and crowd sub without a wrench. And there was no hashtag. There was no hashtags for our channels, which of course they copied off of Rumble, and what's the other one? The gamer ones, the gamer apps, sites. Those ones. Rumble being one of them. But anyways, yeah, that. Oh, it's so peaceful in here this morning. I like this. I'm going to leave this up. Of course I'm going to leave this up. See how many people watch this replay. And then tomorrow, I'm going to go live on this channel again. And the next day again. And then the next day again. How about that? And everybody's like, where'd Abe go? What happened to Abe? He's not on his channel anymore. Where'd he go? Right over here. Right over here. You want me? Come get me. Anyways, yeah, so, again, I have a, whatchamacallit, I'm not a candy bar. I'd love to have one of those right about now. I would. But it's time for breakfast dinner for me. Because I've been up all... Now I'm just getting off. I'm tired. I need to take a vacation, but the kind of work I do, there's not a lot of people that can do what I do, and so it's hard to find people to do it. And then when you do find people to do it, they often, at times, they stick around for a little while. I mean, don't get me wrong, and then they're gone. They go somewhere else do the same job and make more money. That's what they do. And I frankly can't blame them for doing that. Can you? I can't. But it's hard to take time off when you're always short-staffed as it is. And that's hence the reason I'm working so many hours. So many hours. Anyways, that's a me problem. But, so yeah. There's a little bit of strike wars going on out there again, I see. I think it's just never going to end. It's just going to keep going and 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 going. But yeah, when channels go down, everything goes with them. Everything. And ideally, and luckily I've only got a handful of channels that are like one another. But of the 411 channels I do have, 90% of them are very different from one another. They're alts. Now what I'm talking about here is 411 Gmail accounts. I have 411 emails. They go to 411 YouTube channels. And then if you want to add in all the brand accounts I've got, you might as well make it 665. No, it's not quite that much, but I probably have a couple hundred brand accounts. A couple hundred. And that's good for when you get timed out on a channel, you can just flip over to the next account. And then they hit you on that account, you go to the next one, go to the next one, go to the next one. That was the old trick, see? It still is. Don't get me wrong. But I haven't really had the need to do that for quite some time. I mean, why time people out? I mean, I can see timing somebody out for making threats against somebody's life. I'll give you one such example. Oh, I don't know. This just comes to mind off the top of my head. When Rick Crude was threatening Virgo Triad up on the Lisa B panel, about 3 years ago now, and he threatened to blow her house up and all that, and then pipe bomb her car or whatever he said, or all the above is correct. Yeah, that was deserving of a timeout, you bet. I have no regrets for timing his ass out for 24 hours for doing that. None at all whatsoever. Of course, he whined and bitched and moaned and groaned to Lisa about it and said, he blocked me, I still can't use your chat. But the dumbass didn't realize he's timed out for 24 hours. It gave everybody a little break from him. That was kind of nice. So, no, I have no regrets for having done that. And that was well worth Lisa pulling my wrench for doing that. So there's that. There is abso-freaking-lutely that. I mean, people tend not to take lightly when you threaten to blow their house up and pipe bomb their cars and set the whole neighborhood on fire and things like that, like he does. Like he did back then, and he still does to this present day. I mean, he's toned it down just a little bit, but when you tick him off enough, he'll revert right back to it all over again. And I'll tell you something: the way he talks to the police departments and the sheriffs and the state troopers and the feds on the phone, there's no chance in holy hell that guy was even a volunteer paper shredder guy at a police station. This guy, he has absolutely zero self-awareness of how he talks to people, in particular professionals. Did you guys hear the way he talked to code enforcement? And then one of their manager tried to call him back as like, oh no, that was a prank call. Bull effing shit. That was no prank call. That was the manager of that code enforcement leaving you a message because you sort of used a little bit of hate speech and stuff like that with their what do you call them, code enforcement officer or secretary, whoever the hell it was on the phone that you were going at because they weren't giving you the information you demanded. It's just like when he called the FBI. I remember. Do you remember when he called the FBI? I do. And he's sitting there screaming at the person on the phone, demanding that they answer his questions and give him information. Man, it do not work that way. It don't quite work that way. So, anyways, you'd never, ever hear me talking like that on the phone, even to my worst enemy. I mean, never. I just don't talk like that to people. But of course, people out there they like to reward bad behavior, and that's all that dude is all about. So you do have fun with it. As for me, no. Anyways, I got another clip where he said he's double downing that he was in Marine Corps boot camp. And then he got outed for, for black supply market stuff. Like he got dishonorably discharged. First of all, you'd be court-martialed for that shit. Stealing supplies. Hey, Liliana, what's going on? Welcome. Stealing supplies, like from the PX, or stealing supplies from, any sort of storage or supply, ammunitions, anything, any kind of government property like that, you'd be court-martialed for that shit. It wouldn't just be an NJP, a non-judicial punishment, or like Article 15, if you know what I'm talking about. No, it would not. You would be fully court-martialed and doing some serious time in the brig for that, and then I'm sure dishonorably discharged at that point. You'd have a D-214 if you're dishonorably discharged anyway. That guy's full of shit. I have the clip where he said that he never even saw a recruiter. That's on my other channel still. I grabbed that off of Huckleberry's channel just seconds before she privatized that thing. So there's that. I got him good too. So no, he never did any of that. No, he did not. He never served on a police task force. Did not do that. He was not part of the SWAT team or the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force. What else did he say he did? And first of all, you can't be any of that kind of shit if you're going to run around and tell people that you're part of the KKK and the Aryan Brotherhood and the Bandito motorcycle gang. It don't work that way either. And part of the Mexican drug cartel, and drug running across the border. It don't work that way. I'm sorry. You can't be everywhere. You can't be. Well, I mean, you could be, but I mean, you can't be all these multiple things and say that you were, like a Fed or whatever. There's just no way. Oh, we're dragging Rick. He was talking shit about me last night, and I'm glad he did. Gives me a reason to talk about him in return. But anyways, man, that dude is so full of shit. I still don't understand why people even remotely take anything that guy says remotely seriously. I mean, there's something seriously wrong with those people. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I put up a clip last night of Pink Boberto on Lisa B's panel. Where she's talking about Huck, who was talking all kinds of trash about me in her server, her VC, a couple of years ago. This is back in 2014. Hey, Fox Mulder's in the house. What's going on, dude? Welcome. Good to see you. Everybody's a standard mod. I don't have a manager mod on this channel. This is going to be my standard mods. Well, I mean, I'll figure it out later. Welcome to my channel. Welcome. So, let's see here. What else is going on? So yeah, check that short out. It's pretty dang funny. I did my first Mike Cerrone clips ever, and I did that to get back at him for talking his shit about me on Vegas Valley multiple times. So that I get one back up on him. Boy, he cannot stand that ladybug. Oh, my pleasure. You're welcome. He could not stand that ladybug, and I think it's hilarious. Hell yeah, baby. Cancel Mike Cerrone. Shout out. Let's pin that. Right there. I got it. There, pin that comment. Hell yeah, can't cancel Mike Cerrone. Not once, but twice. Sugar and spice and everything nice. I do want to give a shout out here to Nemesis Reincarnated. He did exactly what he said he was going to do. He took his channel down. I got a couple screenshots of his channel, and I downloaded his last live stream ever on that channel. So we'll see if he reemerges again. And I do want to acknowledge him. And whether he comes back on here anytime soon or not, I don't know, or ever again. Remember, I've always said forever's a very long time, and I do want to thank him for giving us an alt channel to go hang out on and just escape all the other BS and just, have a good time. I remember getting us panels, had fun. Unfortunately, just like any other time, I don't get on here as often as I used to because I'm always at work, and it is what it is, man. It is. That's why I spend most of my time in the chats, as opposed to going on panels. It's because, there's a couple of reasons, but I guess the primary reason is because I just don't have the time. I'm always at work, and in my downtime at work and on breaks and things like that, that is when I am, usually just kind of in chats and things like that, just kind of watching what's going on. I do catch a lot of podcasts too. I do. So I'm not always watching drama channels where people are bashing each other. I've caught very few, like Lisa's live streams. Lady Di goes live nightly. Sometimes like last night, just come in there for a couple minutes and say hi and kind of, vaguely even catch what's even going on. And that's just the way my life is right now. There's no end in sight. So not that I'm complaining, because I'm glad I'm working. It's just that, my weeks are long and drawn out. They are long and drawn out. So there's that. Oh my God. Anyways, oh boy. This is a very pleasant chat. I enjoyed this. Very enchanting. Friends and foes. It's not often that I can just get on here and just talk, I don't make my channel about one single person or another, and I really don't make it about anybody at all. I just get on here and I put on a show for you. I shoot the shit with you. And I reminisce on some of the things that happened long ago that everybody always loves to talk about. And they're the first ones to say, can't Abe just can't move on and not talk about the past? Well, they can't stop talking about the past. So that's why we talk about the past. And we probably always will, be quite honest with you. I mean, it's what everybody does out here, right? So, it's just kind of the name of the game. So I mean, I don't see that being any different than anyone or anything else on here. I quite frankly, I do not. So anyways, what else is going on? COVID's channel is back up again, and he's got 0 content on there. He deleted every single community tab that he had. I know he kind of been periodically doing that anyway. Has no videos on there. He's been in a couple places. He was on Rebels Live like last week, and he was also on a channel that was Diane X, her channel. She speaks fluent German. She was the one that was on there with Evil Terry a year or so ago, and they were talking full throttle fluent German with each other, and I'm kind of the one who orchestrated that. And that was actually kind of fun. I think he enjoyed it too, but he'll never admit it. Terry, I don't know. He went live like a week or so ago or something like that. And the entire 5 or 6 hours, he's talking about one guy, Sam Hill-American. That's it. Talk about riding someone's coattail, right? I mean, there's nobody on here that is so on my mind. To be honest with you, nobody is. When I turn this thing off, I mean, I don't even think about it twice. It doesn't even exist in my world. Unless somebody DMs me some clip or screenshot or a pic or a meme or something like that. Other than that, I don't even think about it. I'm too busy living life, and y'all should be too. Each and every one of y'all, you should be out there living life. But one thing people have learned out here is you will not shut me up. I'm not. When someone tells me to shut up or tries to shut me down, I just go full board on them. I go all the way, go big and go bold. But yeah, like he was like 5 or 6 hours, and he played music too. But I always told him that was his knack, his talent. He played music, but then it showed like 600 views. I'm like, what? Really? I got a screenshot of that. I'll post that. That'll be my next commute tab. I've always got tagging turned off so you can't tag them. So anyways, that kind of stinks, don't it? I think it does. Anyways, I'm not going to be on here very much longer. I'm gonna scoot, and but I do appreciate those of you who showed up on my channel today, and hanging out. It's nice just to hang out and just talk, have fun. You'd be surprised how many people that went along with the small group of people that were trashing on me back about 4 years ago, and actually it was really cool to run into some of the people that were just kind of hanging with the crowd that never even talked to me ever before. They had heard me obviously on my own video content, but never actually hung out and talked to me. And those people like, damn, this guy's just like anybody. This guy's pretty cool, man. He's like anybody else. He's like anybody else. And that's very true. I typically just like to hang out and have a good time. I don't know why people get so like jealous. And what else could it be? What else could it be? Anyways, but no, all them people learn that you will not shut me down. You are not going to shut me down. Back then, I only had about 4, 5, 6 channels. That's about it. But that was enough for me to to go from one to the other to the other to the other. Is these dotard degenerates were mass flagging and striking my channel. And that's a fact, Jack. That wasn't just True Finder UK doing that either. There's a lot of other people doing it too. That there was. Anyways, I am planning to do a panel. I am, but again, I've got 3 more days to go, people. 3 more 12-hour days to go. So that's going to be all kinds of fun. Let me tell you something. Enthusiastic cheer. Applause, applause, applause. No? I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream? We all scream for ice cream? Yay! That's better. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I do appreciate you stopping on by. Or stomping on by. We'll do it again. Do it again, do it again, do it again. I'm thankful to have a channel, unlike certain people who shall remain nameless, who just didn't know when to quit, and lay low, lay back and low, go hide in the foxhole, or like snake hole, and just chill out. But be it as it may, it is what it is, what it was, what it shall be. And that's Murphy's Law for you. Anyways. I hope you guys have a good day. What is today? Thursday Thrust? Woohoo! Shout out. Thursday Thrust. I used to go live on those kind of days. You know. Anyways. Look for me again here tomorrow and the next day, maybe. Maybe. I don't go live every day. We'll see. We'll see. I got something to talk about. There's always something to talk about out here. Isn't there? It never ends. It never ends. Anyways. Remember, if there's one thing you learn from me, it's this. And this I really mean. If you hear the lie, if you believe the lie, if you repeat the lie, then guess what? You become the lie. And with that being said, all things being equal, it must come to an end. Nothing is forever, because forever is a very long time. The small YouTuber always hedges their bets. Well, streamer, same thing. And what else do I say? What else do I say? There's something else I say. Some other motto I throw in there, but that's okay. It don't matter right now. It don't matter. So I'm gonna get out of here, and that's gonna be a wrap, Jack. It's gonna be all she wrote. She wrote no more. No more. It ain't over till it's over. You guys know that. So what else do I usually say? Small YouTuber always says your bets. The show would not be possible without viewers like you. And I don't know. I'm not sure what else. What else is there to be said? What else is there to be said today that cannot be said tomorrow? Well, what if there is no tomorrow? What if there's no rest of today? You see where I'm going with that? I am. I do, anyways. Okay, people. People. Let's move out. Out of here. Bye, bye, bye. Good night. Dun, 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 dun. Like that. I'm still not ended. Why am I not ended? Ended. It's still not ending. Why are you not ending? This thing's messed up. Am I still live right now, guys? I still am, aren't I? Okay, let me give you my social security number and my bank account. How's that sound? Yeah, it won't end. It's got a glitch. It's got a glitch. All right, well, I guess that's going to be all she wrote then. No, it's not ending. It's not ending. Hang on. Man, I hate this YouTube shit. Don't you? Yes, my name is (ᵐᵉᵇᵃᵗः I messed that up. (ᵐᵉᵇᵃᵗः Davis III. Or something like that. Something